Quick question. How did Masjid Al-Aqsa get on top of Temple Mount?
Oh, sorry, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Masjid Al-Aqsa is the first occupation on Temple Mount. How did it get there?
Okay, man, I'm just walking along. I'm sorry, I
Don't know history.
I don't know.
My name is
Good
Arul.
one, man.
My name is Arul. I think you're supporting a cause without knowing history. That's not good.
Okay.
That's not
I don't think you have to know everything about history to know that what's going on is wrong.
No. If there is an altercation between a couple of people, you need to know who the initial aggressor is, shouldn't you?
I don't think it's about necessarily the initial aggressor. I think it's also about the fact that people are being brutally murdered, men, women, and children, and there's not really any stop to it.
But
I don't
the
think that's a
initial
good thing.
aggressor
I think
is
you
always
can, I think
important.
you can hear that and understand that and know that that in itself is wrong. The same thing, if it were loads of Palestinians killing Israelis, I wouldn't agree with that either.
Please listen. If there are two people fighting, to
Okay.
know who the initial aggressor is very important, isn't it?
Why do you think that?
Well, we need to know who is the aggravator.
But say
The reason you need to
say
know that
I-
is because the second one who is responding in self-defense. Yeah,
But-
you'd agree that.
But do you think, like, if say someone were to hit you and you responded by getting a gun and shooting them in the head, do you think that's a fair?
Sure. No.
You don't think that's fair?
No. What I'm
So
saying.
but that's
Sure.
you have to understand that
It's
that
not
part,
fair. It's
like,
not fair.
It's like there's a thing. I don't have a legal background or anything. But like, if someone punches you or something and then you go and kill them,
Yep.
that is not okay.
That's not fair.
not acceptable. And you
Absolutely not
understand
fair.
that.
And so that
do
is
you
where
not-
I'm
can you
asking.
not see the parallels?
I do, and that's why I'm going to ask you the question. But remember, in your story, you know the details. You know someone punched, and you know someone else took the gun and shot. So you need to know the history. And so knowing history is important. So I'm asking you, lovely man, that's good. And that is why I'm going to ask you, do you know,
What is this for, by the way?
do you
I'm
know,
so curious.
do you know, on YouTube, you can do Operation Stephen on YouTube, but later.
Okay.
Do you know how Masjid Al-Aqsa, that's the beginning of the story by the way, in relation to all of that. Do you know how Masjid Al-Aqsa got on top of Temple Mount?
No, I don't.
And that's important. You just
I
need
agree.
to...
No, I agree that history is important, but I don't think history is the only reason why people come out and protest. I think if I'm watching on the news, if I'm seeing everywhere Palestinian people being murdered, being brutally murdered, I don't think that me sitting back and not doing anything and just being like, oh, well, maybe, I don't know the specifics who started what, wherever you want to start
Specifics
the timeline.
are very... Have you ever read the Quran?
I haven't, no.
Yep. I'm a Christian preacher. I've read the Quran for years. As I would study my Bible, I've studied the Quran. Do you know
That's good.
the Quran has a stated genocidal objective against the Jews? Are you familiar with this?
I'm not aware of that.
So, I'm assuming you are against genocide.
Of course.
But the Quran, which I'm assuming you would know, the Muslims take extremely seriously. Someone mishandles the Quran somewhere, they get annoyed, they go even kill others. That Quran has a genocidal objective against Israel. Surah 5. Yes. Surah 5, Ayah 64. You can read when you go home.
I will.
Surah 17 is a surah called Surah Bani Israel. It
Okay.
gives you a history of, the initial few verses.
I think
this
in
is important.
all religious texts, I think there's like stuff, because all these books were written like, thousands of years ago, right? And so I don't know specifically of all the different verses from the Bible, from the Quran, from the Torah, whatever. But I'm sure there's aggressive speech, said against different religions and all these different texts.
What's your name?
Toby.
Toby, my name is Arul.
Arul?
Yeah, I'll clarify, because I am a Christian preacher. I've read the Bible. Have you read the Bible? No.
I'm
tell you
not
something.
a religious man myself.
Sure.
I'm not a religious man. When I see like murder and people,
Sure.
people's human rights being abused,
Yep.
I feel like that's a good enough reason to stand up and say something. Do you know what I mean?
Not immediately. You need to learn the problem first before
Okay.
deciding who you're going to support. And I'll
But
tell you this.
I wouldn't support, if I didn't know the full story, I still wouldn't, if I did support the full story, if I didn't know the full story, why would I support someone who's like killing thousands of...
Quick question. Do you know if the Bible anywhere gives a genocidal objective goal
I don't know.
against the Muslims?
I don't know about the
I'll tell you the
genocidal
answer.
thing in the Quran.
I'll tell you the
Bible,
answer.
Torah. I don't know about that.
I'll tell you the answer. The Bible does not give this objective. Now I'll ask you one more thing. The Quran does give that genocidal objective.
I don't know about that. I haven't read the Quran.
need to know this.
I will. You know what? I'm going to look it up.
Yes,
tell
please.
me what was the verse you were referring to?
Surah 17. Read the first few verses. Surah
Okay,
17.
I'm going to read because that's the thing. I like to question things. I'm
Absolutely.
not just going to take the
The-
first
I
thing
can
as-
tell you, Toby, if I were to look at the people here, I can tell you 60, 70, 80, 90% of these people won't have studied history properly, wouldn't know the Quran properly.
But I don't think I think you're focusing too much on history and not focusing on what's going on right now.
Ideologies motivate people.
No,
whether
I
you like it or
understand.
not. Toby,
But like,
do
if
you have
I-
Muslim
if I
friends?
knew-
Do you
Yes.
have Muslim friends? Do they take the 5-time prayer seriously?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah. Do they take the Ramzan, the fasting, one month long fasting seriously?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah. But the problem is, point is, any serious Muslim would take his religion seriously, and whoever takes his religion seriously would take the Quran seriously.
I'm not sure.
And-
I'm not sure. I feel like you can love God and you can love your religion in many different ways.
That's you, Toby. I'm talking about the Muslims.
I
And
don't
that is
know.
where-
I don't know. I
When the
wouldn't-
Muslims are given a genocidal objective,
I'm not sure if I agree with you.
but please check this out.
I will.
Yeah. Toby, our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
Operation
Operation.
Stephen with a PH.
Operation Stephen with a PH.
Stephen, STEPHEN.
Okay.
Get in touch. The email address and so on.
Yeah. It was lovely meeting you. It was
Lovely to see you.
meeting
God's blessings. Thank you very
Have
much.
a good one. Have
Yeah,
a
you
good
too.
one.
Yeah, thank you very much. God's blessings. Thank you.